And now I started, so I'll just again quickly tell you about the things, okay, so that you'll have a recorded session.
Okay.
So first of all, it is about the service master. As I said that in case of a
Yeah,
metal
but
procurement, uh,
Amit, I don't see your screen.
it is already shared. Just wait.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Okay.
Okay, so in case of when you want to procure anything, then you should have a sub master where you'll where your material detail what you want to procure and different setup will be there. So in case of material procurement we use material master, while in case of service procurement we use service master. So this is a path for your service master: logistics, materials, service master. This is your display setup. So in service master, when we create service master, whenever we create any master in SAP, system can give us a automated generated number, and that number will be unique number. So this is your service master number. Here the example of service is installation of software on notebook. Okay, the other things here service category, which is grouping. The next is your base unit of measure, means in the it is a measurable unit in which we measure this service. Then your grouping and division and a common thing. Now comes your valuation class. So the role of valuation class is that valuation class plays a role of bridge in between your and FI transaction. Whenever you do any kind of transaction in then the value part of that transaction is automatically gets posted to general ledger or books of account to finance module. Okay, so this valuation class control this general ledger determination. With the help of this valuation class system, determine that which general ledger should be used for posting. Then here in purchasing status, we can use this purchasing status to block this service for temporary or the permanent purpose, whatever you want. Okay, here we have option like blocked for procurement, blocked for taskless and bomb. It means that if I blocked it for procurement, and after that, if any buyer wants to create, anybody, not buyer, anybody wants to create purchase order for same, then system won't allow. System will simply say that this service is blocked, is in blocked status. Then your purchase order. So the transaction for purchase order is still ME21N. Okay, first of all, we'll enter the vendor from which we want to hire the services. Then these are our common details. Okay, now we enter our account assignment category. Here, a service will be hired by a department. Okay, so here we use the cost center as account assignment key. In cost center, represent your department. Generally, the cost centers are created on the name of departments. Then next is your item category. Here we simply say that this item which we are going to procure belongs to which category. So few categories we have already seen in case of a special procurement. The subcontracting and consignment we already seen. Now we'll use this item category D as services. Okay, see, I entered my item category D, then I pressed enter. So system has automatically copied his few details. Like system will always show this first line as quantity as a one, and its unit will be activity unit. It means that it is for complete activity. However, you can drill down it further. Like if I enter, and either you can enter your material master directly or you can enter your short text. So I entered my short text. Now system asking me the again the whenever you create anything, we have to assign a plant for which I'm going to do this transaction. So I assign my plant. Now if I press enter, then system will activate this service tab here, and it will display me this few fields where I can enter my multiple services. Okay, so this is in this way system has opened this. Now here I can enter my multiple service numbers. In case of a material procurement, if you want to include multiple material in your purchase order, then one way is that either you create a multiple PO, or you'll have a multiple lines like here 10, so 20 will be your second line, 30 in this way. Okay, but in case of a service, there is no need for multiple purchase order lines. You can enter your services in your single line, because this service purchase order having a hierarchical nature. So you entered your service number here and your quantity. Prices, we have fixed the prices. So I entered my service number. Now I can also enter the second line here. Okay. Or suppose in case, as I told you, the concept of SOR and non-SOR. SOR is a thing which has a schedule of rates, means rates is already fixed. It is called SOR. The second is called non-SOR, where your schedule of rates is not fixed. Okay. In a simple way, if we say SOR is a thing for which you find this service number, or non-SOR is a thing where you won't find any service number, though you can use that service directly by entering your text here. Okay.
Yeah.
The next what I told you is about your confirmation of services. Like you have suppose you hired any taxi and again you want that I completed my journey, and yes, and the driver submitted bill to you. In that case, in case of SAP, you'll have to confirm the services availed by you by using one transaction which is called service entry sheet. Service entry sheet is nothing but it is a GRN of your services which you hired. In case of a material manager, material procurement, will do GRN with the help of Migo transaction, and after GRN, system updates are stock, which will be further utilized for repair, maintenance, and according to that will the issue that is stock from your warehouses. But here the concept is similar. Here we are again confirming the receipt, but because it is service in nature, there is no any physical movement involved. Then because of that, we'll create one service entry sheet. So for that, path is purchasing, sorry, material entry sheet, maintain. So this we have done one services against your purchase order. So first of all, we'll have to assign one purchase order here. Now we'll click on create service entry sheet button. It means that I am starting my process. Okay, so I clicked here. Now here few details, like if you want to pass any information related to your bill, because see, this is also called your bill covering note. Okay, so you entered. Then if you want to add any location specific detail, like where you have used, so say you said key in drawing office I have used this service. Then suppose you have a one long contract for taxi hiring. Suppose your company is providing you transportation. Okay, in that case, your company will have a long contract with the bus company, bus providing company. Okay, so what will happen that bus providing company will generate bills on monthly basis. So here we can enter the period of service, the period for which you avail this service. So I'll say this bill is of this period. Okay, till now I don't have a details that what to punch in a system. For that, we can directly copy purchase order details. So for that, we'll click here service selection. If I click here, then system will display me all the services available in my purchase order. So I clicked, then here system is asking me these many options from where you want to copy. So I said I want to copy from my purchase order only. If I press enter, system has copied this detail from my purchase order. Now, if you want to include this same in your service entry sheet, then simply select this and click on adopt service option. Now enter quantity. Suppose you said I got a 1 hour service for this work. So you'll enter the quantity. Second, I need to change quantity of this purchase order. See the remaining quantity system displaying here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and suppose for this period you are used for 3 hour only, then enter your 3 hour. What will happen? Your system will consider this service entry sheet as a service confirmation. Means you avail this service. Now, finance department will be able to pay. Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
we ordered one and we still have 9 in remaining. How
No,
come
actually I
this 9
changed.
how from where?
Actually I changed it. See, this is my purchase order, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is my one activity unit. This is my activity unit. This is not my service unit. Here is my service unit.
Mm-hmm.
And if we see here in purchase order history, like what are the things happen against this purchase order, you will find that there is one service entry sheet exist of one
Mm.
quantity. Okay,
Yes.
it mean that I am posting a second service entry sheet. Suppose if I take three here, then the next then simply save it. Now if I again want to create service entry sheet for same, then I'll click on create service entry sheet button. I'll enter another detail, but suppose my period is changed here. My period is now I'll select my service with the help of service selection. This is my total service, 10 hour. Now I'm going to adopt it. So it reduced to 6. Because I have I have posted two service entry sheet. The first one has a quantity 1, second has a quantity 3. So that's why system reduced it to, okay.
Yeah. 1 plus 3 is 4 minus 10. So this is the remaining quantity, 6 or what?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
See here many other details, like if you want to enter some kind of additional detail, some kind of reference number. Generally this reference number is used as a vendor invoice number. When vendor will give you invoice, his invoice will also have one number. That number will be internal number for your vendor. So I mean, if for any future purpose, you can use this number. If you want to pass any more specific detail about this bill, so you can enter here and simply save it. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is about the service procurement. So, sir, tell me, we have completed the topics. So tell me, have you started any practice?
Any? What?
Practice?
Yes. This week I didn't have enough time, but and also I didn't have an access in the beginning of the week. But yesterday I sent email to Kumar and he fixed it. So these days I'm gonna make practices from the beginning. I mean, from the master data, material master, and so on.
So, Peter, it is not like that ki your course is completed, so you cannot contact me. I suppose if you, whenever you do any practice, and I'm sure you'll come to face so many different kind of errors. Like some
Mm-hmm.
errors are not relevant to PP. Sorry, some errors are not relevant to MM. But as I told you that SAP has a integration with other modules also.
Yeah.
Like you selected one general account. Say in SAP there is one general account created 1010, but you selected one general account as 2020. So system will give you error that this is not a general account or your postings are not correct like that. Okay. So
Mhm.
whenever you find this kind of errors, okay,
Okay.
you simply
Yeah.
take one screenshot
Okay.
and with just write with the screenshot, just simply write what was what you are doing. I mean that what transaction you are performing. Okay, in what transaction you got this error? You drop me mail. I'll try to take up that. Okay.
Okay. Of course.
Well, it'll, I mean, see, as you've seen that we also found so many errors because all these servers are all test servers, no? These are not the
Yeah.
live servers. These all are meant for testing and all that. Suppose some setting is okay, but some other guy is practicing and all that. Due to that, he may change something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whenever I encounter a problem, I will send you an email with a screenshot
So I'll
and
just drop me.
explanation.
I'll try to. I think your timing and my timings are not exactly matchable. So anyhow,
Yeah,
you
I know.
drop me a mail. I'll because I have your credential. I still have your server detail. No? This
Okay.
this
Mm-hmm.
is your server detail, right? 43. Yeah, this is your server.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll log in. I'll check. Then we'll try to resolve it.
Okay.
Okay.